What's up, everybody? This is Odell Bazell with the KL Cancer Fund and our Kicking It Forward series. And we are interviewing an amazing servant leader today, Ms. Zora Fray-Chinn from USC Upstate. If you recognize that first name, Zora, she's named after the famed author, Zora Neale Hurston. Zora, how you feeling? How you doing today?
I'm doing amazing.
I love that. I love that. I want you to, Zora, and I know this is going to be difficult for you because you are a servant leader and you have a heart of gold, but I want you to take 30 seconds to brag about you and brag about your program. Go.
Yeah, for sure. Well, I'm a fifth year senior at USC Upstate. I'm in my grad year, and I'm in a master's program for criminal justice this year. I'm so proud of this team and this program in general. It's my fourth year at USC Upstate, and uh, after being here for 4 years, you start to learn how things roll and things work. But I really want to say that this year we have built a very strong culture, starting from the summer. It's just a bunch of great energy, great accountability, lots of love, and it's just really special this year. And it's my farewell year, of course. So I just want to leave it all out there and make it, a special year. Enjoy every moment.
I love that. I love that. So you're a servant leader.
Mhm.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
What does servant leadership mean to you and how does it show up on the court?
Yeah. So, one of the pillars in our program is selflessness. Like our coach really emphasizes putting others first, putting other people before you, putting your teammates first, putting the team first, putting the program first, whatever it may be. Um, and for me, that kind of just shows up in the small things, checking on your teammates, doing the unseen work that it's not going to show up on a stat sheet. You know what I mean? Like, that's what servant leadership means to me, leading by example, lifting up others, making sure everyone feels supported, feels valued. Um, I think those are really important attributes and that really matter when it comes to being a leader.
That's amazing. So is that diving on the floor? Is that giving them a positive word? Like what does that actually look like serving leadership on the court?
Yeah, on the court, I think for me, I'm huge on leading by example. I'm huge on like I'm not allowed. I don't have that like my voice isn't getting out there all the time. So the best way I can do that is by leading by example. So yes, diving for loose balls, taking charges. Those things don't show up on the stat sheet, but if I can do that and my other teammate next to me is like, oh, she's doing that. I'm definitely doing that. Sacrificing her body, like those things are huge, like huge game changing plays. They're very important.
I love that. So the
Yeah.
name of this podcast is the Kicking It Forward podcast. And
Hmm.
Coach K Yao, who the Servant Leader Award is named after, had the
Right.
famous saying, when life kicks you, let it kick you forward. So
Hmm.
what in your life has kicked you?
Yeah.
And how are you kicking that forward?
Um, so this past summer, actually, in April, I had ankle surgery. I just had an ankle reconstruction, and I had complications. I ended up having a nerve. My nerve didn't. How do I explain this? I just had nerve complications. Like there's risk with any surgery, but my ankle surgery led to nerve complications, and I was in a large amount of pain. It was awful. It was an awful experience, but I still had to show up every single day at practice. And obviously, I wasn't on the court, but having to learn how to lead, from the sidelines. And I had to show up even when I didn't feel like it. And I think that taught me one, how resilient I truly am because I didn't have to do that. And the way that I handled that, I thought I handled it a lot better than I, thought I was going to. One, and it taught me a lot of patience as well, um, because leadership does not just affect the people that are on the court; it affects them also when you're off the court. I feel like, and learning how to do that and lead from the sidelines was huge for me. And I think that now that I'm back on the court, I've gotten that experience off the court and seeing like, oh, here's how I can impact on the court as well. You know what I mean? So I think that definitely kicked me forward, and it kicked me forward very fast.
Yeah, and as an athlete, I'm a former athlete too. We don't have time to go into all the great things I've done, but but sometimes, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, but when you have the opportunity to just be away from the game, you see it from a different perspective. Yeah,
Right, right, for
awesome.
sure.
So you're a senior,
Hmm.
and what do you hope the impact of your leadership is, not just on your team for this season, but moving forward?
Yeah, I would say just I want to be someone that my teammates can count on and off the court, and just lifting them up the same way that I've had amazing leaders, from my freshman year, sophomore year, junior year, um, who did that for me. And I want to be able to do that for the ones who are younger than me, like me being a quote unquote vet in this program. I do have that role to always, be teaching and encouraging, whatever it may be, because I know how it is being a freshman and how it comes in and everything's going, a million miles per hour. And you're just like, oh my gosh, like this is happening. I have to learn the plays and do my homework. And like, it's a lot. So I want to be able to impact them, let them know that you have somebody in your corner. And that would be me. Like I mentioned earlier, like I don't have the loudest voice, but you don't have to be loud to lead is my kind of thing. Like I lead through, my kindness and my consistency and just generosity and being genuine as well. I think genuinity is huge in leadership because you could tell when someone is just, faking the funk. But if you genuinely want to be there for your teammates and lead your teammates, that will show.
Being genuine,
Yeah.
authenticity. I
Yes.
love
Huge.
that. And you dropped the
Huge.
bar. I know we're going to highlight that when we do one of the reels. You drop the bar. You don't have to be loud to lead. Okay. All
Yeah.
right.
Oh,
Okay.
thank you.
But so Play for K, all of what we do is centered around eliminating all cancers impacting women. And
Mhm.
so our Play for K games are huge. They're a national movement. Thousands upon thousands of programs take part in it, high school and colleges. You played in a Play for K game before, right?
Yeah.
Could you talk about just how that impacts your leadership and your service?
Yeah. Um, I we played in the Play for K game. I want to say my first year here, so my redshirt freshman year. And obviously at the time when I didn't know anything about Play for K, who KYL was, I was like, oh, a pink game, like we get to wear pink, kind of thing. But after I became more knowledgeable on what Play for K is and like how important it really is, I think it just reminds me that leadership just means, purpose. This platform that we have as Division One athletes is huge and it's bigger than ourselves, and we could use that platform that we have to be more intentional about giving and serving others, um, and just like carrying that spirit of hope and community everywhere. Like it's another thing that my coach is huge on: community, and serving others, and also just serving our community in that way. So I think that you know there's so much purpose. You can find so much purpose in giving to others because it always comes back tenfold every single time.
Oh man, that's amazing. It's like you've done this
Yeah.
before, Zora. You're so good. I appreciate that.
Thank you.
Awesome. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna end with just a few hot takes. You got a couple minutes?
Yeah, no, we're good.
All right, all right. Now I'm gonna ask you some questions, and I want you to
Uh-oh.
be as honest with me as possible. I'm gonna set the stage though. So
Okay.
back in my day, I love saying that, by the way, as you get older. Love saying that.
Mike.
Back in my day, I played AAU and I played against a lot of really big players, like big time players,
Right.
and got to go to tournaments with them. I wasn't good enough to be like them, but that's another story for another day. And I'll never forget when I got, let's say, I held my own
Okay.
against a Hall of Fame point guard. He will be in the Hall of Fame, Chris Paul.
Oh,
And
for sure.
I used to play against him every year. And so I want a story from your AAU days, like when somebody you hooped against and you held your own and what, give me that story, Zora.
Um,
I know
I
you got one.
played, no, I got one. I got a couple. But I'm gonna stick with this one because I remember this game specifically. I want to say it was in Texas. I don't remember what part of Texas, but I played Jada Williams, and at this time, like she's starting to get her clout. She's getting more and more up there. And I'm like, oh, we playing Jada Williams. So I'm like, oh my gosh, all these coaches are out here. You're like, they came for her, but you're gonna enjoy that moment. Um, and I don't think I had to guard her because she was a PG at the time, so I didn't have to guard her. But I remember I had a great game, and that was like one of the first tournaments in the eval period. So like me coming out strong that game, I will never forget it because I received a lot of calls after that tournament. So that was huge. I definitely remember that game. Yeah.
Your favorite players to watch of all time, not the greatest players of all time, your favorite players to watch of all time.
Okay. Asia
Five.
Wilson
Asia
at one.
Wilson.
Carl Anthony Towns.
Cat.
Sabrina Ionescu.
Yes.
Jalen Brunson. Can you
Okay.
tell what my favorite team is?
A little
I
bit.
love the Knicks. Right. And then KD, Kevin Durant.
Kevin Durant. Love it,
Yes.
love it, love it. Well, Zora, I appreciate your time. We appreciate you being a servant leader and embodying all the character and integrity and values that Coach K. Yao did. And we wish you an amazing season, not just with the team and with the program, but for yourself personally. And everybody listening, everybody watching, make sure you tune in to our next servant leader interview. I'm Odell and she's Zora. We'll see y'all on the next one. Peace.